Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best, you gotta show me son. Actions over words, baby boy, is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come back sports. Talking way too much, world come back sports. Talking way too much, world come back sports.
Yeah, once again, thanks for tuning in. You're listening to World Combat Sports, man. Salute to the WCS supporters as always. Appreciate you pulling up in the building. And we're going to get right down to it. Shout out to Sir Singing. First on deck, what's good with you? Man, if you don't know, now you know. Terrence Crawford is once again taken to the waves and the dang, what they call it. He's taken to the ocean, the waterways, and he's basically still sending out a search party. He pretty much said, I'm going to go out there myself. So he went out there and took a swim looking for the big fish. You know what I'm saying? Whoever that is. You know, and this is how it went down. So we're going to talk about it. Just hold on while I put this down clip when he was on earlier, and we're going to talk about this.
I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you, Errol. Where you at? I'm in the ocean. You say you the big fish. I'm looking for you. Where your ass at? Oh, whole ass. Well, you got a lot of room to hide in this motherfucker. I don't know if I can find you in the ocean. See, this.
That was quite funny, you know, coming from Crawford. Oh, shit. He said that he was calling out the one and only second, third, you know, best in the welterweight division. You know, Spence, you know, he said he the big fish. So pretty much Crawford, instead of sending the search party out, he went out there himself and wanted to go on the front lines and find where this big fish was. He was like, damn, maybe this was a larger undertaking than I initially thought. You know what I'm saying? I didn't plan this properly. There's a lot of room out here. You know, he's pretty much closing the gap for the year over with and let people know he really want that fight with Errol Spence. Terrence Crawford is 38 victories into his professional boxing career, 0 defeats, 0 draws, with 29 knockouts. His most recent knockout was at the expense of the one and only Sean Showtime Porter, where he stopped him in the 10th round. I think the boxing community as a whole really haven't got over this yet. You haven't really got over the fact that Terrence Crawford has stopped everybody in the welterweight division. But yet, instead of you identifying what he's been able to do in brutish fashion, you know what I'm saying? Basically forcing the consciousness, you know, forcing yourself to manipulate the consciousness of your opposition in some areas could be considered criminal, but in the boxing ring, you get paid to do that shit. We just happen to see it play out in the YTC, and we just have a difference of opinions with, you know, Errol Spence fan base and then Terrence Crawford fan base. Bud Crawford's fan base totally understand what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? You go out, you have a mission, you accomplish it in whatever fashion possible. In Terrence Crawford's case, it's in destructive fashion, via knockout, via stoppage. In Errol Spence fashion, I couldn't tell you what fashion that is. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what day of it, you know. Every time I turn around, he going 12 rounds. So I'm just gonna say, hey, the popcorn industry is pretty much living a damn grand lifestyle when it comes to Errol Spence fights. So that should be lasting the 12 rounds like it's cool. You at least gonna go through 2 bags of them with extra butter. You blink, you know what I'm saying? Skip and a hop. Terrence Crawford fight might be over. You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting it out there like, let's bring in the Bud Crawford holiday spirit. Once again, I'm sending out the invitation for a man who has 6 straight knockouts, including his debut bout at welterweight. Y'all need to put some respect, some more respect. You need to put that twang on that respect. You know what I'm saying? That spice on it, that hot sauce. Before this year out, I'm telling you, I'm going to convince a lot of y'all to come on over. We got room. Now, he called Spence a hoe. I didn't call Spence a hoe. Crawford said, where your hoe ass at? He pretty much sending out the lifeline, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how you send them SOSs up? That's all that's going on right now. Crawford is just bridging the gap. He's trying to let the fans know, the boxing community, that he wants that fight with Errol Spence in 2022. And regardless of what the Errol Spence fan club say on him on YouTube, I'm entirely convinced that they're not sure. They really want to switch over. I'm here for you. I'm the mediator. All you have to do before 2021 has concluded, I am the mediator, the YouTube mediator. Hit me on the DM. I can get the paperwork signed and everything, man. Y'all can come over here. Don't get caught up in the current. Finding Nemo can be seriously draining, man, and stressful looking for Nemo. Just let him swim around and do what he got to do, man, and run away from big sharks and all that shit. Let him do what he got to do, man. Up here fucking around in that water. Let him do what he got to do. But I'm telling you, Errol Spence fans, I have paperwork. All you have to sign, I can give you a certificate. And a couple of things we have to discuss as far as censorship. You can't be coming over here to the Bud Crawford, fan base and still trying to play both sides. We don't need double agents in this bitch. We want true, certified, genuine OGs over here, hardcore fight fan fanatics that's not going to turn their back. And what this is going to do is clean up the YouTube community that's out here pretending like they really support the Errol Spence, journey to undisputed, which they have no idea how that shit's going to happen. All they know is Terrence Crawford has to be that one guy that Errol Spence has to come and see. Terrence Crawford is that one, right? That sits above him on the pound for pound. That's irritating. At the end of the day, that's a nightmare. For real, that's a nightmare, y'all. It's just a nightmare for Errol to think about this shit all the time. It's a nightmare for people to, continue to put thumbnails up and do lives on the same stuff that they don't really believe in themselves. They don't believe in the shit that Errol Spence beat Terrence Crawford. They'll get on here and talk about it, but truly, deep down inside, they just don't have that confidence. They don't have that certainty. Don't get mad at WCS just reporting. I'm just reporting, dog. I'm just doing media. Sir Senior say, trying to hunt the big fish down. I told y'all Bud beats everyone. Bud beats everyone, dog. Why is it so difficult? Why the denial there, Sir Senior? I'm just curious. Why the denial? My cats be in denial about this shit. All I'm doing is trying to clean up the YTC boxing community when it comes to the welterweight division. When it comes to the Bud Crawford and Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence conversation. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to be a mediator. I'm pretty sure, volunteer work goes across. Like Cersei, I'm pretty sure he can be a volunteer mediator too. You know what I'm saying? We're here to volunteer services for true, genuine Bud Crawford fans to cross on over before the year 2021 closes out. Because when 22 comes in, the hunt is on. We want this fight to happen in 22 so we can clear all this shit out. I want to hear the aftermath. Like, I just want to hear the post-fight commentary. I want to hear everything, post-fight reaction. You know, I want to see the thumbnails continue to go up. Where the weak Errol Spence fans that cannot just handle reporting, true media reporting, they want to say the Bud fangirls. That shows how weak you are. It's a cry for help, for real. I look at it as a cry for help. I'm here to help you. I'm here to embrace all of you runaways. Come on over, all you runaways. Come on, man. I know you want to. Come on. It won't take you long to get your certificate. All those runaways, who all those ones that want to jump off that ship and tired of being out in the water and then rough currents. Come on over, dog. Come ashore. That's where the party's at. All you have to do is reach out. We're here for you. There's no need. Look, it's no sense in Crawford going out here in the ocean trying to look for Nemo. And who's supposed to? Why Derrick James didn't tell Nemo not to come out here to the ocean and try to swim around with the sharks? He's better off on land, man. Just stay your ass on land and you're good to go. King Mitch on deck. He said, come at what up there, King Mitch. I'm just trying to search for a reasoning before the year closes out and then 2022 starts up. I'm just trying to find a reasoning. I know Mitch is not on board. I know Mitch is a Errol Spence fan, unfortunately. But yet, I appreciate him still showing up to the chat. You know what I'm saying? I still have time there, Mitch. I still have time to bring you on over. I'm looking at 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. You still got time, man, to fill out your paperwork and become an annual member. That's all I'm saying. Sir Ken on deck. What's good with you, Sir Ken? World Combat Sports. Salute to the wrenches and salute to the chat. Smash the like button, says Sir Ken in the building. Appreciate you, Sir Ken. Spence versus Crawford fight is closer than the boxing world thinks. Listen, Mitch, I'm glad you believe that it's closer. What I want you to bring closer is, you know, I just need you to bring all the fans that's unsure about basically going into the year 2022 the same way they left 2021. And that is with uncertainty. That's with confusion. That's with damn anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Cerebral inflammation. You know what I'm saying? They have cerebral neurological inflammation from thinking about this fight too much. Or shortness of breathing. There's too many medical conditions that's going on. All they have to do is just cross over. It's just that easy, man. We want to make Spence the lucky number 7. Can y'all just do that? We want to make Spence the lucky number 7. The lucky number 7. If anybody know what that is, we want to make him lucky 7, goddammit. He already got 6 straight. We need for Spence to be that lucky 7. Period. Once again, I want to play this.
I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you, Errol. Where you at? I'm in the ocean. You say you the big fish. I'm looking for you. Where your ass at? Oh, whole ass. Well, you got a lot of room to hide in this motherfucker. I don't know if I can find you in the ocean.
Somebody said that goofy shirt. It's people that's ordering that shirt though. You know what I'm saying? It's people that's ordering that shirt. I'm gonna go to the Bass Pro Shop. If he's really about that fishing, I'm going to the Bass Pro Shop tomorrow. I'm gonna pick me up goddamn one of them big fish shirts. Grab me a reel and some bait. I'm gonna go out there myself and try to find Nemo. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the initiative. That's what we do in the military. We told to take the initiative. You know what I'm saying? Tell me this. Did y'all see the video with Rolly? There's been a lot of talk, of course, because we had an exciting weekend of boxing on Saturday and Sunday. And of course, you have the individuals that's having their own layout of how the fight, that happened Saturday with Devin Haney and JoJo played out, and the one that happened Sunday with Tank Davis and Isak Cruz. But more so, they're getting reactions from certain individuals, and one of the people that was on the front of the lens was Rolly Romero, and he pretty much said that he hit harder than Gervonta and Isak Cruz, which we'll never know. Okay, I'm not saying we won't know. He'll never step in the ring with it, but we'll never know at this time what would have happened if he would have stayed in there with Gervonta. I'm very curious. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to Rolly is a little bit taller than Gervonta, I think. Isak Cruz was a bit shorter, so he talked about sending that uppercut, had to get up underneath. You know what I'm saying? And throw them uppercuts when, his previous opponents was pretty much taller than he is. But Rolly Romero said he punches harder than both of them. And he was pretty much giving his take. I don't knock Rolly for still talking shit because it was fucked up on how they did him. I don't knock him at all. He has every right to go up here and talk his shit. I just wish he would have been able to step in there with Gervonta rather than Isak Cruz. I'm serious. I would have rather seen Rolly because Rolly kind of gives you the same forward aggression like Isak Cruz, but more so less discipline. Like he doesn't have the fundamental technique as Isak Cruz has. He'll come forward, but Isak Cruz clearly has better boxing technique and discipline than Rolly Romero. And he has a motherfucking chin. You know what I'm saying? And he has respectable, commendable defense. I was impressed when he came out there the first and second round. I think he was bobbing back and forth like Tyson. I say, damn, they got a Mexican Mike Tyson. That's the closest one I seen outside of the American. I mean, shit. This dude was bobbing and weaving, and I was like, okay, Isak coming out here, he ain't playing around. But I'd already seen him fight. I knew he was about that business. I've seen him fight several times already in person. So I knew he was about that business. I wonder what's next for Rolly, though. Because nothing has come. This dude is still out here attending fights, and nothing has come in the wake of all these allegations that supposedly got him kicked off the card. That's a problem with me. Like, this man was in the arena on a card he should have been on. He was in the arena. What happened to the sexual allegations? What happened to all these females? Where are they? Why don't Rolly have a mugshot? What the fuck is going on? Like, why hasn't he been arrested, charged, something, man? Where's the mugshot? Where's the paperwork? What the fuck is going on? Has boxing resulted in basically blackballing somebody with allegations just to have them removed? Getting in touch with a female or females that Rolly fucking with and come out with these allegations just to have a reason to take them off the card? My God, yo. I'm saying, how can Rolly be in the arena and not in the ring, man. And you up here talking about this dude has sexual allegations that's serious enough for him to be removed and extracted from the fucking card, dog. I'm a fan of the sport. I like both fighters. Man, you sound like a politician tonight. I think Spence win though. Of course. Sound like a politician. Rolly needs to shut the fuck up. Both Cruz and JoJo beats Rolando. Shit, even Sweet and Low Ryan beats Rolando. He talks his way into an ass whooping soon enough, though. We got to see that, though. All the people you name, that would be good. Let's see it. Let's see Rolando come back, right? Rolly. Let's see Ryan Garcia come back. Let's see JoJo. And I wouldn't be fucking with no damn Isak Cruz right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, JoJo and Cruz just took a loss. So it would be good to see JoJo Diaz and Cruz. For real. It'll be good. I just didn't think JoJo could keep up the pace with Devin Haney. One thing about it, people talk about Devin Haney lack of power, right? But how did he win, though? How did Devin Haney win? He delivered more punches, right? So when I say keep up the pace, I'm saying letting your hands go, not following the man around the ring. Keep up the motherfucking punch volume. Keep up the pace. If Devin Haney is landing 3 to your 1, you're off pace with his punch volume. You got to pick up the pace. How else are you going to win if you don't damn match him when he's throwing 3 and 4 shots and you return them? You can't follow him around, let him get off 3 different sets of combinations, and then you want to damn wait he park bench in the corner and hopefully land some hard shots. Come on, man, the same shit. You couldn't keep up the pace with Gary Russell Jr. You can walk around with a high guard. You know what I'm saying? You can walk around with the earmuffs on, but you have to be able to throw some punch combinations. Every now and then, 1, 2. Give a 3, 4 combination, man. Like, in order for you to beat a boxer that doesn't have the power that you have, you gotta outbox them, man. You gotta damn match them punch for punch. Only way you're gonna do that is stay close enough to either counter or press the pace, press the gas. He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. I just assume too much sometimes when you say, when it comes to boxing, I say things and certain people just disagree for fun. I'm like, hey, a pace is many different ways, man. A pace could be in many different variables when it comes to boxing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people used to say, oh, you can't deal with the pace of Lomachenko. Lomachenko's footwork and the way he put punches together with that footwork. A lot of fighters couldn't keep up with the pace. I'm not talking about running around the ring, even though that could be one variable. I'm talking about moving as your opponent move and increasing your volume to match their volume of punches. That's the only way you're going to beat somebody that has good foot movement, decent gas tank, and can put those combinations together throughout the rounds and stack away the rounds. That's the only way. Cruz is a better fighter than Rolly. Tank stops Rolly. Easy. Rookie won't block those shots with his gloves like Pitbull. I agree with you on that. His defense is not ironclad like Isak Cruz for real. Isak has some damn good defense, shouty. I was like, damn, this dude, some of the shit he was doing in there, he's innately blessed, for real. Isak Cruz was blessed with some of the shit you were seeing in there that he has. His discipline to be in there with a power puncher like Tank, his discipline not to get all erratic and just let his hands just fly all over the place and set him up, leave himself open. Nah, man, his shit ironclad for real. Any of them other lightweights, god damn. Gervonta chose not to stay in the grid with him. You know, if he wasn't in the grid with him, who gonna stay in the grid with Isak? Who? I think Rolly the only one, because he don't have it all. Rolly is the only one that will stay in the grid. I think that would make for a damn good fight. Like, I think he's the only one that'll stay in the grid. Devin in the box. People believe in the JoJo. People believe in JoJo will stay in the grid with him. I don't know, man. I don't know if JoJo will stay in the grid. Face to face, head to head. I don't know, man. I don't know if JoJo will do that. I'm not saying that I cancel him out from the action, but I don't know, man. If you give him stationary target, Cruz is gonna consume your ass, dog. He's gonna rip your ass apart, dog. He's gonna call organ bleeding. Motherfucker gonna be donating organs right after the fight. They're no good. Can we extract them right now? They're no good. They're breeding profusely. What is your driver license say? Are you an organ donor? Because those are done. Your kidneys are done. We're gonna remove both sides of your ribs. I don't know how the fuck you're gonna damn survive until you get some more. But these are done. They're cracked all over the place. We have to see, bro. Jay Ocho on deck. What's good? Salute Combat and everybody. Salute to you, man. Hit the like button, fam. Appreciate you, sir, senior. Rolly can think that Cruz is sweet if he wants to. Cruz is born into boxing and is not normal come forward fighter. That's what I was trying to say, man. Cruz, it's a lot that he has to offer in the ring that he's innately blessed with. I mean, it was good to see that type of fight, for real. That was a blessing. For him to be a last minute replacement, that was a blessing. Cruz a motherfucking animal, dog. I truly believe that Tank Davis is going to stop him. I truly thought that because his come forward style, but he proved he had a damn respectable chin strap, man, for your ass. I'm like, damn, this dude, the only thing about him, he cannot match. He can't stay on pace. Like, when I talk about pace with Gervonta, the way he was pivoting out and resetting, not putting himself in an idle position for too long with Cruz. Cruz was, found himself chasing him around. That's how you put away rounds. I don't know what the fuck these people are delusional about. You know what I'm saying? Talking about it was a robbery. That's good for the Mexican colors. That's a good anthem to sing. Oh, he was fucking robbed. Well, guess what? You ain't getting a rematch anytime soon. Move up divisions later on because you're still young. And I can say I think Cruz is going to be a world champion. If he doesn't start getting injured from throwing those power shots a lot, he should do damn well. But is it impossible for Gervonta Davis to see him again? It's not. He just needs to be in the right sanctioning body. Later on down the line, when we figure out if Gervonta going to get a shot at the titles. I know he said he don't give a fuck about the titles, but he has to do something. Like, you want some titles, dog. You want to go out there and fight Kambosos. There's no way Kambosos is going to think that Gervonta is going over Australia, but maybe they can work something out. They can pay him well, and he can have the fight over here. He's not going to win. Kambosos ain't going to win, but it'll be good for him to have the fight over here, He's not going to win, dog. Period. I just hope, Floyd Mayweather, they can come up with a solution on Them fighting over here in the U.S. Andrew Charles on deck. What's good? He said, let's go WCS. What's good with you? Cruz IQ was higher than I was giving him credit for. In hindsight, this was probably a better matchup than Rolly. It was, man. I agree. I definitely agree, man. This was a better matchup because it basically cleared up some things and inserted another player. In my opinion, it asserted another player into the Fab Five of the lightweight division. Seriously. You know what? I know he hasn't fought anybody, of high recognition outside of Gervonta. But if you're gonna throw Ryan Garcia up there, who's coming off a Luke Campbell fight, and yeah, he won, but then you take who Isaac Cruz went the distance with. I mean, you gotta level them out. You gotta balance the scales a little bit better. It makes all the sense in the world, man, that Isaac Cruz is a contender for another big fight with somebody. This basically, Gervonta said a star was born. I mean, a big part of me say I can't disagree. Like, people are gonna show up. I just wish he knew how to speak English, though. But see, you get with the Latinos, they say you should have learned how to speak Spanish, which absolutely, being in my family is half, you're right. You're right. Spanish is something you should learn to each and every one of you. It's almost like a first language, according to where you live at. But I would really want him to go in there and knock the fuck out of Ryan Garcia. First and foremost, don't talk about Gervonta Davis ain't shit and all that. No. Fight who he just was in the ring with. Show us that you can goddamn handle that pace of Isaac Cruz. That's what I want to know. Show us, man. Fight a common opponent. Lomachenko is on his second common opponent of Teofimo Lopez and Richard Comey. For Ryan Garcia to come back and face Isaac Cruz. That's what we need. You don't get the Tank fight. Even though Tank was okay, months earlier, he said, okay, no, come back, fight a common opponent and Isaac Cruz. Fight Rolly, fight somebody. I would say fight a common opponent and let's see how you handle that pressure. If you go in there and you do well and you defeat them too, then the fight fans are definitely going to flock to Ryan Garcia. They're going to say, okay, let's make this Ryan Garcia Gervonta Davis fight. Cruz chin broke Tank's hand. God damn, yeah. Because Tank was landing some uppercuts for his ass, man. He was like, damn. He was trying to send him to the upper room, but Isaac had them motherfucking cinder blocks on. He wasn't going nowhere. Seriously. He hit that man. It's almost like, man, you look at Isaac Cruz's jawline. It reminds you of a helmet. It reminds you of that damn 300. Those Sparta helmets, that armor up top. Dude, like Andrew said, his family was in boxing. That DNA is strong, goddammit. That dude he's gonna be a big deal, man. Give him 3 years. Give him 3 years. Isaac Cruz should be a big deal if he don't start running to wrist and hand problems. You know what I'm saying? Cruz was always a better matchup than Rolly. Coming in to these lightweights, I felt Haney had the best opposition in JoJo. Rolly got dropped, and Cruz came to fight. Then Kambosos had the fight of his fucking life versus Tio. Never liked Comey. I really don't know what's not to like about Comey. He's a good dude, man. Like, check out his backstory from his native country. Check it out. They produce some of the most. They produce some of the most world champions, man. I really don't know how to attack the situation with Tiafimo because fans are unwilling to give him a medical clearance of acceptance. The man had a medical issue, and then you know, Batman said, Batman came on here and said, if he wouldn't have let that power lifter hit him in the stomach, listen, if he hit him in the stomach hard enough for him to get air in his chest, then he would have felt it. You know what I'm saying? It would have debilitated him quickly. But I didn't feel that was a smart move, being he had a big fight coming up. Real talk. That guy's huge, man. That dude is one of the strongest men on earth. And even though I believe that he couldn't generate enough power, really, but when a man is standing still and they're punching you, it's much different than if you're moving and boxing. Conor McGregor did the same thing. He had a sparring session with the same guy, and they was just going back and forth. And yeah, if you're talking about grappling, of course, if he gets a hold of you, he can probably break you, bend you over his knee and break your back. Spinal. You know what I'm saying? It can be spinal. I'm just saying, dog. Tiafimo had air in his chest, bro. So how do we clean this up, though? How the fuck do we clean this up? T.O. said he going up to 140. So as I said earlier, I kind of left him off my top 5. Should Isak, share number 5 with somebody? Like, should he share number 5 with Ryan Garcia and going the distance, picking up a decision loss, but going the distance? Should he share number 5 with Ryan? That's basically notating that Teofimo Lopez is going up to 40. Should he share the damn number 5 position? Miss say Ryan sweet as the hunger to do something special was not there as it pertains to Haney versus JoJo. Meanwhile, his own idol Canelo said he lacks motivation. True words, man. I mean, I know that was tough for Ryan Garcia to swallow, but it hasn't stopped him from getting behind the mic with his Twitter fingers. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't on Twitter, he behind the mic. So right now, Ryan Garcia has to come hard, man. He has to come hard in 2022. He has to come hard like Paul Williams. Come hard to go home. You know what I'm saying? Come hard to go home. So he's going to have to make a decision on what he want to do. I hope Gervonta doesn't give him the fight upon his return off the rip, because if you go in there and knock out Ryan Garcia, he's not going to get credit for it. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. Is Ryan really doing big numbers? Like, Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis, does it have enough steam behind it still with all the ducking? Does he still have enough steam behind linking up with Gervonta Davis from all the ducking he did? I don't know, man. That's hard, man. If his fans are still, sticking behind him after that mockery that he made of boxing, I don't know, dog. Disrespecting my man Mike Tyson, going on there making a scene. Talking about, if you don't take this fight, your career will be forever tainted. When in fact, he had no intentions of fighting Gervonta Davis, man. I've been capping. I just never thought Richard Comey was a great fighter. I think he's a good guy, but as a boxer, I never looked at him as an upper echelon. I can see that. Like, I can see where you're using the GREAT, right? Great separates a lot from good. When people say they're very good, being very good don't mean you're great. Being very good means you're gooder. I'm using poor English. That just means you're gooder. You're not great. They say, hey, so-and-so good. So-and-so's a very good boxer. But when somebody say you're great, then you have to be on that upper echelon, like Mitch was saying. You have to be on the upper echelon of boxing to be considered great. For somebody to even attach great to your skill set. But to say somebody's good or very good / gooder, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Ryan is retired as far as I'm concerned. Everybody acting like we ain't see Dev wobble JoJo a few times. It's not that I didn't see it. I'm just thinking about this, J. Ocho, and you might want to think about it too. What should Team Haney do to win fans over? They need to come up with some type of plan to win fans over. Like, I actually enjoyed seeing the Haney JoJo fight, but then I'm seeing people just dog the fuck out of it. Like, they were saying they was bored, Haney, just like we thought. Humans, I swear to God, they're easily influenced, man. Like, I really thought he went in there and did what he's supposed to. He even, he fought aggressively, man. He got touched up. He touched JoJo up. They was trading, man. They was exchanging. But people just automatically went on he was boring. He's this. I was telling y'all a long time ago about Kambosos. That long time ago, I was telling you within last week. I said, let's see how his energy is Thursday and Friday. He was in front of the mic and he wasn't giving me that determination. He wasn't giving me that determination that he was willing to make that commitment to fight Haney. If Haney won, if you should have said this, Haney, you win, it's me and you. That would have sent the dang boxing community. Okay, cool. This guy has an accent. You know how US fans are. This guy has an accent. I believe him. He said if he wins, me and you, we're signing the dotted line. No, but what was Kambosos contemplating? Kambosos was contemplating on the commitment part. Well, you got Javante and you have Lomachenko this week. So that's telling you right there. He keep on talking about he want to see something special. What the fuck did we just watch? You wasn't like special. For real. You beat Teofimo Lopez. But dude, you was on the canvas too, man. We need to stop praising, Kambosos and all these cats from getting up. But yet you want to say that, once again, Devin Haney got wobbled one time and you still want to bring this shit up. I don't know what, Team Haney needs to just work on PR and come better acquainted with his fan base, J. Ocho. They need to become better acquainted with their fan base, man. Because, look, the boxing fans who are going to tune in, or the boxing fans in general, right? They're saying that his skill set is dull, is banal. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. I don't know why the fuck they hating on him. They giving him a cloud of hate like that, dog. When he's going in there boxing and using the skills that he has at his expense. I don't fucking know, dog. They need to work on PR. That's all I can say. Whenever JoJo started to get any momentum, Haney had enough to make him pause. He had enough to make him pause. He had I won't say the courage, because that's almost like saying he was questionable about being in that position. But he took risk. I'll put it that way. Haney took risks. When JoJo landed some shots, he didn't go anywhere. He stayed right there. He stuck that jab, stuck him with the jab. Pop, pop, pop. He stayed active. He wasn't running. He wasn't hanging on the outside. He was right there in JoJo proximity, right there in the grid, dog. But people was criticizing. I listened to some of these lives, man. They weren't giving Haney no love. I say, what the fuck? Shout out to them, though. Shout out for getting that victory there, Devin. Whenever JoJo started to get any momentum, I read that Ryan Garcia BC Instagram belt. Yeah, with the flash across the end of that mother, the bottom of that shit, you got the flash, the big fat flash. Devin did his shit on JoJo, kept him outside majority of the fight. JoJo maybe won 2 or 3 rounds at best. He landed some solid shit, but they had no effect on Haney. He caught Haney with some solid shots, you know. But like I said, Haney said, they say I don't have a chin, but I guess I proved him wrong. He did. You know, with JoJo, for instance, he did prove that he wasn't scared to stay there and take a shot. He took some shot. He wasn't wobble, in my opinion, like he was with Jorge Linares. He took the shot. I guess that strength and conditioning. I'm serious. I guess the strength and conditioning did him well. Because when he did get hit, he still was right there. All right, let's go. I ain't going nowhere. And anybody who's coming in there and seeing that Jorge Linares, I know JoJo was thinking, all I got to do is connect on him. I'm good. So when he finally connected and Haney didn't go anywhere, I know JoJo was saying to himself, like, damn, I hit him with some good shit. And he's still here. Just like Danny Garcia hit Sean Porter. We was waiting for that shit. And Sean Porter shook that shit off, you know? Data collected. I'm like, damn, okay, he got a better chin than I thought. Some fans you're never going to win over. They're not fans of the sports truly. Yeah, you can win over fans, man. When you hear more boos and cheers, walking into an arena for what? Like, for what, though? Like, why boo the man so much, though? This is you know, Haney should just take over the villain role, goddammit. For real. If you're gonna boo me, and I'm obviously giving you changes in the ring, I'm changing shit up. I'm working hard. I ain't running. I ain't sitting out here being boring. I'm working hard. God damn it. Be the villain. Be the villain. Stop trying to appease these motherfuckers. Devin's trying to appease too many people. He's trying to be the nice guy. No, man. Be the villain, God damn it. Or if you don't want to deal with the lightweight drama, relocate to 140. Andrew say, sometimes I think I would prefer if the fighters just lied when they're on camera and say, yes, let's fight right now. I don't like the wishy-washy comments. Hey, Andrew, the wishy-washy comments are lies. How many people, they are lies. Look, they're practicing that shit, dog. They be in there warming up shadow boxing. They be working on their PR shit, lying. Only person I seen tell the truth is Javante. Motherfucker, tell the truth. They say, Jim Gray, well, Javante, do you think we'll see a rematch between you and Isak Cruz? Hell no. It doesn't get any blunt than that. It doesn't get any blunt than that, dog. Seriously, he said, hell no. In Isak's face. No, you ain't getting no rematch. I know Isak felt some type of way because he felt he did damn good, which he did. But, man, Floyd and them, they move different. You got Javante on motherfucking PPV. Man, I don't know how much money totally that he making, but he's on PPV, dog. These cats, they're gonna have to play catch up. They want a part of Javante. See, Javante may not fight the best in the lightweight division, but that's what separate the good from the great. Because if accolades don't matter and butts in the seats do, this is one of those deals with Javante Davis because he's on PPV putting up numbers, and he said he don't give a fuck about the titles. He's all about the money, dinero. So in this case, Javante, he's picked up the WBA regular title at 35, picked up the WBA regular at 40. You know, he didn't fight for a belt in his second fight at 135. Dog, he doing what the fuck he want to do. Kambosos trying to see some Hagler versus Hearn type shit so he know who to avoid. You know what? I think you're right. I think you, because he's trying to act like, what did he say? I don't want no soft fights. Fuck that shit. Man, get out of here. We US boxing fans. We done heard you neighboring fighters come over here talking about you want to fight the toughest of the tough. Well, guess what? No, you don't. Because in order for you to go ahead and fight the toughest competition, you're gonna have to be built. You're gonna have to be built like that. You're gonna have to be built like Dodge Ram, goddammit. You're gonna have to be built that way. You're gonna have to stay injury free. Don't get the titles and say, I'm injured. That shit can happen too now. I'm injured. Look how long Yola Murata was out the motherfucker. Look how long Pacquiao was out this bitch. We hope Kambosos fight somebody in 22 and he don't come talking about, I'm injured, and keep the titles for a whole fucking year. I hope the lightweight division isn't on fire right now. And then all of a sudden Kambosos decides he want to say, I have an injury. I'll be out for a little bit. No, I want to see you come back in 22 and fight somebody of relevance. Preferably Ryan Garcia. I do. I want to see Ryan Garcia get the goddamn sin knocked out of his ass. I'm going to keep it G. I was expecting more from JoJo. I didn't expect him to win, but I thought the fight would be close. Haney made him look like a 130-pounder. That shit was easy work for Haney. See, Mitch, I absolutely agree with you on that perspective. Why? Because I said he didn't keep up the pace, dog. I was expecting more out of JoJo, but he didn't give me that pace, dog. Like he wasn't matching wrist for wrist with Haney. He didn't keep up the fucking pace. It seems like when they were saying he had to know he was down, right? When it got to the second half of the fight, he had to know he was down, but he was fighting so reserved. Like Haney would get off, bah, 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 move. JoJo just walk over to him. Haney, pop, 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 move, reset, pop, pop. JoJo still got the high guard up. He's waiting for the right time. And then he tried to land a heavy shot. That heavy shot, one might bounce off the glove and then the other one to the body or whatever. It just came to a point where I said, JoJo don't have a sense of urgency. I'm just saying JoJo didn't have a sense of urgency, man. He was like he was on cruise control, dog. Damn good point, though. Damn good point. People not saying what you just mentioned, Mitch. They expected more. I definitely expected more. I think JoJo underperformed from what I thought. He didn't give Haney no battle. That wasn't no fucking battle, dog. Like it wasn't as suspenseful as we saw with Cruz versus Davis. I'm just saying, dog. Kambosos fucking around. Haney has the WBC, and he's the best fight for him. Tank knocks Kambosos out. Maybe he goes after Loma. No real bag in that fight though. Bob Arum ain't paying up. Just look at you saying Bob Arum not paying up. Kambosos is thinking about the name on his resume. That's all. Kambosos might go in that Lomachenko fight believing if he just defeated. This is how they thinking, Mitch. Kambosos going into that fight with Lomachenko. If indeed he selects Lomachenko, he's saying T.O. defeated Lomachenko. I think I can. What do you think, team? He believes he can go in there and do the same thing. I'm telling you, sometimes boxers in their team have this mentality. Like if one fighter has defeated that particular fighter, they believe if they defeat the fighter who defeated the man, They can do the same thing. If Kambosos defeated Tio, he believes a common opponent for Tio that he had his hand raised. Kambosos believes he can go in there and defeat Lomachenko, dog. He may in fact believe, since he defeated the man who beat the man, he can do it. He can beat Lomachenko. That's what I think. Tank's PPV have a good bottom line because the money stays in house, even if the numbers aren't stellar yet. Yeah, man, he's building up that PPV status, though. You know what I'm saying? That's what Gervonta's doing. See, what I like about what Cruz did with Gervonta is show that there are fighters out here that can go the distance with Gervonta, that can take his power. But you have to be built that way. Cruz is built that way. Listen, Gervonta stepping there with Cruz again, the fight's going to be much easier for Gervonta. Believe that. It's going to be a whole lot easier. It's not going to be like Cruz is going to get tremendously better. Cruz has this fighting style that's going to shine against certain fighters. But I've seen him enough now that he has repetitive type of skills. It's repetitive, dog. Like, he's not showing versatility like Tank. We seen Tank get out the pocket. We seen him box off the back foot. We seen Tank do some shit like, damn, dude, Tank can box his ass off, whether he's going forward or he boxing off the back foot. What he refused to do is stay on the inside and bang it out with Cruz. He refused to do it. Tank refused to sign that slip. He refused, dog. He said, no, I'm going to fight smart. I ain't going in here and battling this dude. It's some fighters that has a chin. Cruz is one of them. Kambosos better earn with Hearn, fuck around and lose to Loma. Man, they high on Kambosos for whatever reason. Jojo was trying to fight like Canelo, take a few shots to get inside and punish him. He didn't have that devastating power and precision, though. Absolutely, he did not. He did not. He wanted to take his time. Canelo walk your ass down. You can guarantee that he's going to catch you when you're trying to sweep out. He's going to catch you. He's gonna meet you with that hook on the way out, and you're gonna feel it. And then that shit gonna slow you down. He gonna hit you on the hips. He gonna hit you in the ribs. That shit gonna slow you down. You gotta have that pop on there. Jojo was walking around. He didn't have a sense of urgency, dog. You can't let Haney continue to get off and think, "Oh, that didn't hurt me." You know, in the third round was it? He was up there saying he can't do nothing to me. He can't hurt me. Okay, if he ain't hurting you, he outboxing your ass, dog. I'm still digesting the new information, but right now I think Kambosos could beat Haney. But I think Loma would do Kambosos like he did Nakatani. What? I don't know, bro, because I look at the Nakatani fight as him being damaged from the Tio fight. And he was supposed to have a head injury coming off the Tio fight, but yet he came in there and fought Felix Verdejo, and he was dropped in Felix Verdejo fight. They dropped each other. Then off that fight, he's cleared again to face Loma and gets stopped. He gets stopped for the first time in his career by a guy that's not even power punching. He gets stopped. How? Dude is damaged goods, man. They say that man had a head injury, a severe head injury, and they allow him to come back to fight. He goes in there and gets dropped by Felix Verdejo and end up picking up the win, stopping Verdejo. And he comes in here and gets stopped by Loma, who's not even a power puncher, dog. I mean, come on now. I don't know what that's about. Damn, who the fuck is this? Stiff arming motherfuckers like that. Derrick Henry? That dude's running like somebody stole from him. He's trying to catch the ass. Dude, stiffen arm, get off me. Wow. That shit crazy. You think Kambosos beat Haney? It'll be a very interesting fight, to be honest, because a cat like Kambosos, man, he's gonna, try to walk and show his toughness, his grit. You know what I'm saying? He's just gonna be up there trying to disrespect Haney, using all these damn body language, these nonverbal cues. Come on, hit me. You can't do nothing to me. You can't touch me. That's what you're gonna get from Kambosos against Haney. I can see it now. He's gonna do all this damn mannerism and gesturing and all this shit and try to build up the crowd. You can't hurt me. Here, come on. It's gonna be the same shit that happened with Paulie Malignaggi, man, when he was down landing some combinations and old boy like had his hand down and Paulie was just punching and he's like, ha, man, you feather-fisted rooster. Man, come on, bro. T.O. was on pound for pound list. Loma's still on the pound for pound list. So if Kambosos beat them back to back, he should be on the pound for pound list. I don't agree that Loma's still there, but he is. Yeah, I mentioned this ways ago that kept Loma in there with no titles. So yeah, if by chance Kambosos defeats both of them, of course, that builds up his position to become a member. I truly believe that. Because if they want to keep Lomachenko around, then if he gets beat, don't sit up there and say, oh, well, we need for you to beat. No, he would have defeated Teofimo Lopez, who had the belts on the pound for pound, and also Lomachenko. Right now, defeating Teo, I'm just curious to see if they're going to keep Teo on the pound for pound list with no titles. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you going to keep Teo on the pound for pound list with no titles like you did Lomachenko? Because look, once again, Alexander Usyk was on the pound for pound list before he even got the titles. How? Oh, they tell me because he moved up from cruiserweight. But as a cruiserweight, he wasn't on the pound for pound list, y'all. As a cruiserweight, he was not on the pound for pound list. Only until he moved up and fought Chase Witherspoon. Now he goes on the pound for pound list. And then he went there and fought Derek Chisora that loved going to sleep and going all out war and all that other shit. So he was on the pound for pound list and he moved up. They moved him on the ring. They moved him up next to Canelo after he defeated Joshua. The crazy part about it, Joshua's been unified champion twice, and they did put him on the pound for pound list. But Fury defeats Deontay Wilder. All of a sudden, the BWA has him in the top 10 on the pound for pound. I'm glad the ring never put Fury on the top pound for pound, but the Boxing Writers Association of America had Fury on the pound for pound. Weird. That's a good analogy, though. Free Hoover on deck, man. How you feeling, dog? Shakur would make Cruz and Tank look silly, in my opinion. I call Shakur the emperor, man, of boxing. I just can't wait till he really get going. Seriously, I can't wait. If Shakur Stevenson was really, if he felt that he can put on 5 and compete at 135, move back down to 130, doing what Tank doing, it would make shit a whole lot interesting. If he knew better, he would step into the 135-pound division in 22. Fuck it, man. Pick a name, goddammit. Pick Ryan Garcia, goddammit. Pick somebody. You know what will really make a huge name of Shakur Stevenson? If he called out Isak Cruz right now. Could you imagine that if Shakur Stevenson called out Isak Cruz, they'll make that fight. I think. I think. You know what I'm saying? I think. I would rather see him fight. It would be good to see him fight the Isak Cruz or Devin Haney. Devin Haney fight needs to build up a little bit more, in my opinion. But I don't know, man. I don't know if Bill want him to go in there and fight somebody like Shakur Stevenson. And then you look at Shakur Stevenson. I don't know if they want him, but I don't want him if they want him to fight Devin Haney just yet. But Shakur Stevenson is a 2-weight champion already. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Him moving up to fight Devin Haney, that'll be good. That'll be right on time. He should call out Isak Cruz. That'll build. If he think he can go in there and beat Cruz, that'll build his stock up quick, real quick. Hoover say, Tank should try and knock Shakur off the map before Shakur gets to the top. I'm not sure Floyd want to make that fight just now because Shakur, he's a different animal, man. His mentality is different than a lot of these dudes. You know, stylistically, it'll be good to see him and Devin fight. Wrist wise, it'd be good to see him step up and grab that momentum from Isak Cruz in 22. Being he just went the distance with Tank. I don't see Shakur just saying, okay, give me Tank right off the rip at my first fight at 35. I don't know. I don't know about that. Would he get credit for going in there and defeating Ryan Garcia? Yeah. But Ryan Garcia, I mean, he'll probably pull out that fight at the last minute. Lomachenko, Shakur Stevenson made it perfectly clear that he would like to fight Lomachenko. Will Lomachenko take that fight? I doubt it because he has nothing to offer. You know what I'm saying? At 35. But Loma said, like he said before, that he's willing to drop down to 30, then fight Shakur Stevenson at 30. He's looking for a grand fight since Oscar Valdez ducked him. I don't know if Free Hoover Shakur looking like that guy, but I got Tank because the power. We saw how he reacted to getting hit by a guy he fought before Herring. Man, Shakur Stevenson, man, he's definitely, look, you might have seen him just like we seen Devin Haney get caught with Linares. I mean, every fighter, just look how good Shakur looked against Jamel Herring and look how he looked against Nakathila or Toka Conclari. I mean, those two fights right there was kind of snooze fest, dog. But he came in and man, he was spitting that venom in there with Herring. He was in control. He was a totally different fighter, dog. Totally different fighter. Only things to beat Loma is age and injuries. I don't want to hear shit. Loma got injuries, goddammit. You step in the ring, you get your ass beat, take it. Don't sit up here and talk about the whole arena was paid off to cheer for the opponent. The judges was paid off. The crowd was paid off, goddammit. I had 2 shoulder injuries. My back, it was broken. Spinal. Right, that's the kind of shit Haney would love to deal with against Kambosos. It would be a new experience for Haney to deal with. Yes, sir. Plus, you know, from what we see, Andrew, goddamn Kambosos has different, you know, it has respectable power, Kambosos, for Haney to deal with. You know, he's a danger early in the fight. He's a danger. A part of me saying, you know, Haney boxes correctly in the first half of the fight, man, it'd be a landslide, dog. If he doesn't get caught, it'd be a landslide, man. I truly believe it. Like, I felt that Haney looked a lot quicker defensively against Linares than he did with JoJo. His defense didn't look like extremely sharp to me when he fought JoJo. For it didn't. Shakur Williams' way, 2-division world champion. Bar Aaron don't want to feed Valdez to him. True, unfortunately. They want Emmanuel Navarrete. I like Emmanuel Navarrete too, man. You know, like, why he get that shot though? King salute, bro. That's what I'm saying. These young bulls better try to hurry up and back. Knock Shakur off rather. They better get with it. AJ sometimes watching the Nicky Barnes documentary. Damn, man. Y'all better get off AJ, man. You know, the whole US fan base try to protect AJ. You know AJ lost, right? For real? Man, how do we submit letters to have that overturned? Was it any fouls in there? Did Usyk foul him? Because we'll get on it, man. We'll get a petition together, goddamn, and get these titles back. That's how Anthony Joshua fan base is. We'll get a petition together right now, goddamn it. Get her done. It was an age and injury that got Loma fucked up versus Alito. No, it wasn't. It was Alito being that dog, that wolf. Orlando Alito was motherfucking grimy. He brought that Ricardo Mayorga in that bitch, man. Alito knocked back a few loudest before the fight. Went on and dusted Loma off. Man, he might have smoked some too, just like Mike before he stepped in there with Roy. He might have smoked one up and said, I'm good. Let's go. We make history. The reports of Alito low blows were exaggerated, but he got a couple in. He sure did. It affected a little tenderoni. You know, tenderoni lomi. It affected the tenderoni. He want to complain and shit. But you know, Loma is who he is. I just want to see him mix it up a little bit. You know, look how things changed with Loma. You know, prior to he was unified champion, right? And all he had to do was just fight for the IBF. But he chose to try to take an easier route and got stuck. Now he was in the process of trying to redirect and return to the ring to fight Teofimo, who lost. You know, that's just wild how that works. Like, he was in control. He was where Kambosos was not too long ago. He was where Kambosos was in 2020. That was Lomachenko. He was where Kambosos was. What I mean by that, he all he had to do was fight for the IBF. But he lost. So now he's trying to step in here with Comey. And then, of course, Kambosos is going to say, let me see. You know, Loma don't have a belt, but he's a big name. It'd be good to have him on record. You know, see, they're going to say it'd be good to have Lomachenko on the box rec, just like Pacquiao. You know, just because he's a 2-time gold medalist. You know, they're trying to build up the credentials. So when he do lose those titles, he can still have some relevancy in the division. That's what he's trying to do. Haney needs to go to Bud Crawford School of Boxing and learn how to break a guy down. Man, now you talking, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're going to pay to go over there to Bomac, you know, School of Hard Knocks, goddammit. You're going to pay to go over there, but you're going to learn. You are going to learn. Top Gang trying to push Shakur in the Burchelt. Burchelt said, fuck that shit. I got to move up to 135. WBC damn near made him move up after Valdez destroyed him. I don't know if I want to see Shakur Stevenson fight Miguel Burchelt. You know what I'm saying? Will Burchelt be the same? We saw Manny Pacquiao get flatlined like that. He was still able to come back and win the damn world title at his age. You know what I'm saying? Plenty. I don't know, man. Every boxer ain't the same, but he got flatlined pretty bad, dog. He was flatlined pretty damn bad. Right now, T.O. can't beat nobody at 140 at top 10. Bullshit, dude. I know you have a absolute dislike for T.O., but there's some people up there that T.O. will fuck up at 140. You have to look at it this way, Ocho. He'll be much more competitive for not dropping to 135. You trying to tell me I can cut to 140? T.O.'s gonna be that much dangerous at 140, man. I'm telling you. He's gonna be dangerous at 140, dog. T.O. can fight. T.O. can fight, dog. T.O. can fight. You know how much weight cutting do to a boxer? Shit, it takes a lot out of them, man. Especially if it's a bad weight cut. Man, come on, Jay. Hey, Jose Ramirez, for real. Hell no, I ain't seeing that shit. Hell no. Hell no. I think T.O. can beat Cepeda. That'd be a good fight. I can tell you one thing. It's not going to end like Josue Vargas. Cepeda ain't going in there giving us that Jose Vargas effect. That Vargas had that shit coming, though. It's not going to happen with T.O. Absolutely not, dog. Tank versus Berchelt Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, man, why not? Something. But I think I'm just bullshitting on that. I don't want to see Tank fight no Berchelt. I'm just bullshitting, dog. I'm just bullshitting. I don't want to see that. You think Berchelt, just because he has a Mexican fan base, is going to do him justice? Like, nah, man. What's going to come of him fighting Berchelt, though? Like, Oscar Valdez at 130 flatlined him. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is he going to get from that shit? I don't see what he's going to get from Berchelt, dog. Berchelt was at a concert with a damn purple hair saying he don't want that fight and he's moving up. Shit, purple hair, dog. Cepeda, man, that's a dog fight. Yeah, Cepeda a dog, man, for real. But he's close to being stopped. Watch. He's close to being stopped. Watch what I tell you. Cepeda's close to being stopped, man. You can't fight that style forever. He got a freebie with Vargas. He didn't have to take that much punishment. But goddamn it, it's gonna come down. Watch. His boy Baranchik, Montella Love stopped that ass the right way. You know what I'm saying? Stopped him. Them counter shots was brutal. Shout out to Montana Love on the rise, man. I remember I used to see Montana, man. He was just making those videos, doing mitts and shit, dancing around. Now he's actually on TV making that shit shine, making his career shine for the right reason. Because a lot of people just thought he was down social media type dude. But he can box, dog. Till would be off for a while. He took a lot of damage his last couple of fights. Yeah, I mean, it all depends, man. Like some of these fighters that takes a lot of damage, you think they're gonna be out for a long time, and then they come back pretty early. You know what I'm saying? Every fight is different. T.O. did have that big cut over his eye, though. That mug was big. Oh shit! But then you look at JoJo Diaz, and you had people up here talking about Haney was the only fighter to step in there, and Haney something couldn't open up that cut that Diaz has. I think he had over his left eye from the head, but Teofimo had a huge cut on his eye, man. I'm just wondering how this is gonna play out in his career. That was a huge cut, dog. He's not ready for Regis. Montana Love beats him too. I don't know. I'm curious to see what type of splash Montana makes fighting a bigger name. I'm just curious how that's gonna play out for Montana Love. He seemed to be serious though with his dog, his people, his brand. He's a business owner. He seems to be, focused, dialed in, man. That's what TMT do. They want to put Tank in 50-50. That's what they don't want to do. How they put? Okay, I don't think the fights he's had, they went in there and thought that opponent was 50-50. I don't think that, bro. I don't see that right there. I don't see the 50-50 deal. I mean, I'm talking about as far as performance. I don't see them putting him in there like that. But Chair has to get a win or two under his belt before he can properly sell the Tank fight. Man, he better get his consciousness back because that shit's still laying out in the ring, man. He needs to go have that shit with Sage. They need to bring Sage up in that motherfucker and burn the shit out of that because that knockout was brutal. He need to go make sure he's mentally strong to re-enter the ring and he's good. Shit, he got blasted, dog. Ramirez is better than Cepeda, in my opinion. I don't know, man. That'd be a good fight between Tio and Ramirez. Why not? Why not? 140 has some sharks on the low. Tio won't be able to bully those guys. I'm telling you, Tio is going to fight different than 140, y'all. Believe me when I tell you. I truly believe him cutting that weight was a problem and everything else that was going on. But Tio can bang, dog. He can bang. When he get to 140, he going to surprise y'all. Tio can fight. He got power too. Imagine how a healthy Tio and don't have to cut down to 35 going to be at 140. I'm telling you, man. Y'all sleeping on that dude, man. Y'all sleeping on him big time, bro. But people, I got to bounce, man. I got things to take care of. This is media week too. I got some shit to take care of, man. I'll be on here probably tomorrow. But appreciate y'all pulling up, dropping that info. Of course, yes, NYC is on deck. It's gonna be live and live in color over there. Stay tuned. I'm gonna try to drop as much content as possible this week. I'm definitely gonna try to get my first interview with some boxers on the undercard. I won't let you know until I get it. I learned my lesson early on when I was learning this shit. Don't put names out there unless you can follow up and make that shit happen. So I'm gonna try to get those names and shit like that. But appreciate y'all for pulling up as always, man. Turn up and tune in.